Gasoline and Doughnut, a series of short stories. The flickering neon sign of the Cozy Cactus Motel cast long, distorted shadows across the parking lot. Inside, room 13 reeked of burnt leather and cologne. Amber, clad in a soot-stained sundress, stared down at the charred husk of her ex, Rex. His once charming grin was now a grotesque streak, and his designer sunglasses melted into his skull. Rex, the heartbreaker, had lived up to his name, but not in the romantic sense Amber had envisioned. He'd collected hearts, carving them from his conquests with chilling precision. Amber had been his latest muse, but as the chill of his blade pressed against her ribs, she'd decided to rewrite the ending. The lighter in her hand felt heavy, a cold anchor in the inferno of her emotions. Rex's eyes, even glazed in death, seemed to mock her. Amber backed away, the gasoline fumes clinging to her like a shroud. The flames danced, whispering secrets only she could hear. Across town, Luna bit into a stale donut, the sugar gritty on her tongue. The fluorescent lights of the no-sleep-till-sunrise gas station buzzed like angry hornets. She pulled her threadbare knit cap lower, hiding her wild hair and the glint of paranoia in her eyes. Luna's mind was a kaleidoscope of fractured memories and whispered conspiracies. The government was watching, the pigeons were spies, and the flickering street lamp outside was a coded message from the resistance. She'd landed this graveyard shift at the gas station out of sheer desperation, but even here, shadows lurked. The bell above the door chimed, and a gaunt man in a trench coat sauntered. His eyes, sharp and cold, scanned the store, lingering on Luna's jittery hands. She clutched her pepper spray, the plastic cool against her clammy skin. Was he one of them? An agent of the shadowy group she called the Puppeteers? Amber's escape from room 13 was a blur of adrenaline and terror. The desert wind whipped at her sunburnt face, the highway a ribbon of asphalt stretching into the unknown. She knew Rex's associates would be after her, their bloodlust as cold and pitiless as the desert night. Meanwhile, Luna's paranoia reached a fever pitch. The trench-coated man bought a pack of cigarettes, his every move a cryptic message in her mind. She was trapped, a pawn in their twisted game. But as the man lit his cigarette, a flicker of recognition sparked in her eyes. He wasn't a puppeteer. He was a regular, a lonely soul who frequented the gas station at odd hours. Shame burned hotter than the fluorescent lights, melting the ice around her heart. Amber found refuge in a forgotten diner, the greasy spoon warmth a balm to her soul. The waitress, a woman with eyes as kind as the coffee she poured, listened without judgment. As the sun rose, painting the sky in hues of hope, Amber knew her life was forever changed. She was a fugitive, a survivor, but she wasn't alone. Back at the gas station, Luna watched the sun peek over the horizon, casting long shadows across the pumps. The trench-coated man was gone, leaving only a faint scent of tobacco and a strange sense of peace. Maybe, just maybe, the shadows weren't all bad. Maybe there was light, even in the dead of night. The bell above the door chimed again, and a young woman with tired eyes and a haunted smile walked in. Luna recognized her instantly. It was Amber. Her hair was washed clean, the shadows of room 13 replaced by the dawning of a new day. And so, under the watchful gaze of the rising sun, two women with scars and stories met at a crossroads of desperation and hope. Their journey, fueled by gasoline and doughnuts, had just begun. Concrete hearts' days blurred into weeks. Unified by circumstance and fear, Amber and Luna found solace in the flickering neon light of the no-sleep-till-sunrise. Amber washed windows, the rhythmic scrape of the squeegee soothing her frayed nerves. Luna, emboldened by newfound trust, confided in Amber about the Puppeteers, her voice a hushed whisper in the dead of night. Their uneasy alliance was tested when a gruff trucker rolled in, boasting of a lucrative delivery for Rex's associates. Amber's blood ran cold. Was this a trap? Could they lure out the Puppeteers? With hearts pounding like piston engines, they hatched a plan. a gamble fueled by desperation and a flicker of hope for justice. The warehouse district, shrouded in mist and industrial grime, seemed the very lair of the Puppeteers. Amber, disguised in Rex's jacket, entered with the trucker, her bravado a fragile mask over simmering fear. Luna, perched high on a rusted water tower, her paranoia sharpened by adrenaline, scanned the shadows for signs of her nemesis. Inside, the deal went sour. The delivery wasn't cargo but a witness, a young woman trapped in a cage. Rage pulsed through Amber, drowning out the whispers of doubt. In a whirlwind of punches and broken glass, she fought off the thugs, the memory of Rex's victims fueling her fury. Luna, guided by intuition and the glint of moonlight on a pair of binoculars, descended from her perch. With a cry that echoed through the cavernous space, she revealed the location of the hidden cameras, exposing the Puppeteers' twisted game. The trucker, shaken but determined, joined the fray, his fists adding weight to their desperate rebellion. The tide turned as the first rays of dawn pierced the grime-streaked windows. The thugs, their shadows shrinking in the light, fell back. The young woman was freed, blinking in the sudden brightness, a symbol of hope against the darkness. In the warehouse's dusty wreckage, Amber and Luna collapsed, their bodies bruised but their spirits unbroken. They had faced their demons together and found survival and a bon forget in fure and gasoline. And as the sun climbed higher, chasing away the shadows, they knew this was just the beginning. Their journey, fueled by doughnuts and defiance, had only just begun.